Welcome to Programmers Divine. This is interview section. We are going to see about Python Django real interview questions from the company TCS for 1 to 4 years experience. Do you know what they are expecting for? So they are expecting some good knowledge and working experience on Python, Django, Git, AWS, and React.js. Python questions. So first question is, what is Python string slicing? Explain all which examples. So we have a lot of string slicing operations. So we need to explain all those things with examples. Second one is, we have two arrays, so we need to copy the first array A to A and B to C list. So we need to do a merge of two arrays into a single list, and we need to also explain what is deep copy and shallow copy. So whenever we do a copy of a list to another list, it will make a copy. So it will fall on shallow copy or deep copy. So we need to explain both of them. Third one is how to unpack tupled items. So tuples have lots of items. So how to unpack it? That is the question. Fourth one is, what are sets? How to remove and add items from the sets? What are thread pools? Is the fifth question. Django question. So for the first one is, what are the Django models? Explain, insert, update, delete data and data models. Write example wherever necessary. So this is like adding data to the DB. So we are going to handle using the Django models. We can create, insert, delete, update all the data using the data models. All those things we need to explain in detail. Second one is, what are Django views? Write examples. So we are going to render data and form the views. So that is the one they are asking for. So we are getting the data from DB through data models, Django models, and we are showing to views, or else we can directly render with the React.js or Angular, like that we need to explain here. Third one is how to handle 404 in Django. So we have separate ideology for that. We need to explain that one. Fourth one is, what is Django admin? How to create users and write and manage. So we have the Django CRUD user interface, so through which we can add users and manage from there. Last one is, what are Django query set filters? What are lookups? So this is the main filter options they are asking for. So what are the filter options available? How we filter the queries? Everything we need to explain in detail. Web development React section. First one is explain component communication. So that is the parent to child communication. In how many ways we are doing that, context through context API, through data sets and props, like that we need to explain here. And the second one is how to connect React Angular with the Django. So how it binds with the Django views, that we need to explain. So that is how we will migrate our front-end applications with the Django applications, or else we can able to create a Django models, and we can create a REST API calls, and we just use this REST API inside this React or Angular, like that. Which one is you are familiar, which one you are good at, you can explain that one. Third one is how to use the React query. So React query is nowadays very popular for fetching data and for store management. Database REST and Git section. So first one is, using Django or any other automation tools, you need to push 1,000 different SQL records to DB. There are many ways we can do. Python has a default option like execute many, through which we can insert a lot of data as it is one option. Second one is like we can add all those data in a CSV file, in a Excel file, and store it in a CSV format through some loop statements, and through some reading CSV files. We can read each line and we can insert one by one records, like that we can do. Or else we can go for a bulk insertion in some other third-party automation tools to insert data. So which is your favorite? You can explain that one. Second one is, what is basic authorization and authentication built on Postman. So whenever we are going to make a call, get call or post call or unique calls, we will need some basic authorization, that is asking for the username, passwords, and the basic setups. So UTF formats, anything like that. And authentication falls in two-factor authentication or three-factor authentication. So which factor of authentication you need to give for getting the data for testing purposes in the Postman in test run. Third one is how to deploy Python applications in AWS. So we need to have a repository in the GitHub account, or a Bitbucket, or GitLab, or a repo. So then we can clone the repository to the Cloud Shell console, and then we can form a cloud formation stack, and we can load the test data in the DynamoDB table, and then we can have the IMA roles, and we can app run a service, run the test the APIs, and we can launch our applications. Those steps we need to explain here. Project has and general questions. First one is explain all the process you have done in your current project from scratch to final delivery. So they are expecting the full travel of yours from the scratch to delivery. So how you will achieve from the scratch, how you will get the requirements, how you will form the requirements, how you will create the models, what is the technology, what are the technologies you choose, why you choose those technologies, what is familiar for you. So those things you need to explain in detail. And then how you develop your modules, how you communicate with your clients, how you communicate with your colleagues, how your stories are written, how you are getting your sprint planners, your scrum meeting knowledges, client meeting knowledges, how you give the delivery, how you give the releases, how you give the patches. So all those things you need to explain here. Second one is tell me about a time when you experienced difficulty at work while working on a project. So this is some real-time scenario they're expecting. Explain your own experience. Thanks for watching the video. Welcome to Programmers Events. Please subscribe my channel.